Hey guys, so recently I got a chance to see through a good portion of the Karma Conclave arc in Critical Role, and while the whole reason I started to watch Critical Role was due to being drawn in by the animated series and wanting to see the Briarwood arc that was showcased on it in actual play, I wasn't sure if I was going to continue watching Critical Role past that. So I'm kinda glad I decided to give it a real shot and continue beyond the Briarwood arc, as it does only get better and better the further you get. Although, like the fantastical books I love to read, I do tend to kinda zone out a bit during the more combative parts. Yet, the roleplay way more than makes up for it, or any other less interesting parts you might zone out at. Cough cough, buying supplies for 2 hours. But I don't really mind that too much, as I kinda tend to develop a habit to listen to Critical Role when I do other things such as cooking, painting, dusting, or reorganizing my books, the same way I do with Audible or podcasts. Recently, however, I kinda stopped mid-sweeping because I got to that part where, well, spoiler alert, Vex'ahlia dies by that trap that was triggered by Percy. I really didn't expect that happening, and it kinda caught me in the shock. Speaking of Percy, however, small shameless plug, I got a Percy speed paint and video up too. Should have it pop somewhere around here. Anyways, I found myself emotional at her death because she is kinda one of my favorites due to how unique her character is, and her interactions with Rinkit are absolutely adorable. And I love the tough love bomb act she has towards him, as he is this precious ball of floof that just wants to make her happy and keep everyone safe. And Vex'ahlia has that sort of pillar of the group role, where she really keeps everyone in order with the business side of things, as she really is reliable, and I wonder how much of it does Laura Bailey actually is like that in real life, and how much of that personality is actually herself seeping into Vex. Vex's death affected his character, the changes because of her death. They also kind of highlight how well written their characters are, and how they slowly refine their personalities and reactions to fit the story. Regardless, I really like her dynamic with Liam and how Vex's death affected his character, and the changes because of her death also kinda highlight how well written their characters are and how they slowly refine their personalities and reactions to fit the story. Such as the way that Vex'ahlia is so obsessed with gold and finance, and on the other hand, Scanlan doesn't even care at all, and goes as far as waging his entire purse in a simple contest that he even ended up throwing away anyways. Those little quirks really make the characters come alive and feel more real. It is also what makes them more memorable besides just being another ranger or a bard. It's the unique traits they have tend to influence their narrative choices pretty substantially. This also kinda makes me wonder what kind of character progressions they might have as they move forward. Also, what nuances and changes will Laura Bailey do with her next character in the campaign too, as I heard she is quite a fan favorite, referring to Jester. Anyways, I rambled long enough, and thank you for watching and listening to me talk about what went through my head as I was painting Vex'ahlia. Have a great and wonderful day. Vex. That's really tough to pronounce. Anyways,